Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Libra reading. The new moon's on October the 2nd, thereabouts, if you're in the northern hemisphere of the U.S., of the world. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for all of you. I'll be doing a horoscope reading and clarifying with a different tarot deck, and then I'll be using a couple of oracle cards. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out the description box below for information about other offerings that I provide to you. I am so grateful to be here and I appreciate your presence. So thank you for all the support that you give to me. I feel it, I feel supported, and I need you to be able to do what I do. So thank you in advance. Aries, let's get your overall energy. The Empress. The Empress is describing a sense of empowerment, a sense of creative flow. This is really beautiful for those of you that are in a symbiotic partnership, a business partnership, a functional relationship in which you build together. This is you not only building, working responsibly and in rhythm with the natural evolution, time, in attunement with others around you, but it's also your appreciation of the entire process of working together, building together, working out compromises, and ultimately maximizing your harvest, generating abundance. This is coming from a sense of empowerment within you, so that you are the reflection through all of your relationships of your own sense of inner balance and outer balance. Venus rules this particular card, the Empress, and your seventh house, or the house of your significant relationships, is being highlighted by the new moon in Libra. So this is very much reflecting an entrance into the fall for you, where you are reflecting, building, nurturing, taking care of all your relationships. In the 10th house, the house of your social identity, we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is describing your effort, diligent, repetitive, consistent challenge and effort at creating, improving, making something successful. This can be in a place where you work, in a community effort, or a personal effort, but this is about a project that interfaces with the world that you belong in. And it looks as though you are very, very close to realizing something you've worked a long time and worked very hard at. You are in a place of recognizing how much you've sacrificed to do this, but there's something that is changing in your approach. There's some opening of your consciousness in a way that is allowing you to recognize a different way to approach this that will lead to the success you're after. So we can see what that is. In the first house, the house of your perspective, we have the Ace of Cups. And this is feeling very much as though you are poised to begin something fresh. This can be a new project, a new regime of self-regard that includes self-care, self-respect, a way that you're launching a project that really flows out of your relationships and your own creative talents. Here you're inspired to be imaginative, playful, lighter, and to support others in the way that you feel that you're able to support yourself. So this is really the result of the sense of self-nurturance and attention that you have been that you are paying to yourself. and that is culminating in this beautiful new idea, this beautiful new beginning that just flows. In the fourth house, the house of your home, we have the Queen of Wands, where you feel confident. So there is a lot of confidence in your demeanor, depending on what your goal is. And I do think your goal is to create something. It feels like you're building something new from an already strong foundation. And here, the magnanimity, never mind. The tremendousness of your passion is really what is declaring your intention to others and what is drawing the resources that you require towards you. So you're actually pulling people in based on the passion of your idea and your ability to allow it to flow and change the group of people that you're around or that you're attracting as they interact with this new idea, which you do not own, but you do power. And in the seventh house of your significant relationships, we have the King of Pentacles. There's a sense here that you have mastered your significant relationships. You have grown adept at the skills to organize, know what your intentions are, be able to effectively communicate those and delegate those accordingly. There's a lot of experience underneath the sense of relating to self and others. So as you have developed the sense of expertise, well earned wisdom and knowledge in the area of how your relationships work, how you are able to manage them, and how you're able to identify with those that are a match for you, is based on this tremendous sense of self respect, self regard, and self realization. This is the precise area of your the full moon lunation in the new moon lunation in Libra. So I'm going to pull a soul's journey card and ask that if this reading is resonating with you so far, that you like this video, please, that you share this with others, and that you subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. If you're on a phone and you have difficulty accessing the way to signal your like or subscribing, if you click on the video and fill up your phone screen, you should see at the bottom of the screen of the video a small box with a picture of an ocean in it. If you click on that, you will notice a subscribe button pops up to the left, and you can subscribe that way. I've experimented with my phone a little bit because I realize many, if not most of you, see me on your phones, and all phones are not as easily manipulated or interactive as I'm assuming they are on the screen. So I have pulled the failure card. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And I think this is really interesting in terms of your reading so far. There is an indication that there's a new way to approach something that you want to build in community, something you want to achieve, I should say, rather than build. You've been building it for a while. You've been participating in the creation of something that belongs to a community, an organization, or a team. And it is the idea that despite the obstacles you have faced to date, that every obstacle, every loss, every failure has been an opportunity to improve your approach and your discipline regarding this shared goal that you have. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Cups in the first house with the Page of Cups. So this is really actually clarifying this desire of you to kind of surrender your vast expertise, because you're showing me a lot of manifestation experience. that you have created things, relationships, opportunities over and over again in your life, and you know how to get things done. But there's a part of you that is surrendering that expertise in order to acknowledge other aspects of who you are that need a space, need voice, need to find an expression in what you are cultivating anew. So, this is really an entrance into your more creative articulation, your more imaginative vision of what you desire and how it can be accomplished. And this is really overlapping with your sense of authenticity. In other words, there is an aspect of your personality. It may have been clearer, more obvious when you were younger, what that playful, joyful energy was, what that talent was. And you're really looking to reclaim the joy in doing the work that you do, the work that is significant to you. The Queen of Wands in the fourth house is clarified by the Three of Cups. This is, again, describing the phenomenal support that you're able to keep magnetized towards you, around you. And it's interesting because you exude such passion, such power, such a definitive claim regarding what you want. The support is really hovering there eternally. Some of the support is physically available to you, some of it is available more abstractly, perhaps from distant relatives or other entities that you're in communication with. And they are the ones that are fueling your sense of self regard and respect, your right to fail, your right to reach for and pursue your dreams. And so, this is the kind of environment that is propping up this incredibly confident uh, face that you have regarding your foundation. And the King of Pentacles in the seventh house is clarified by the Nine of Swords. This is describing more of the experience that you've gained. And again, we are shedding more light on your failures as the multiple opportunities you've had to learn a better way, learn how to strategically assert yourself in a way that encounters less resistance. And so your mastery comes from not simply your work ethic and your diligence, but it comes from understanding how to acknowledge the different beliefs and methods of others, but also to disengage others from your expectations and tap into their strengths, their expectations, what they would like to achieve, what has meaning for them in a project as a way of devising a different approach that will be more successful for the team overall. And this is really coming right up to the Nine of Wands. And I do think that the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords are together describing the way that you are asserting yourself and the way that you're learning to be strategic about how you assert yourself. So this is very relevant to you, Aries, because you are known as the head, as the leader, as a pioneer, and you can be reckless. You can be impulsive. The Nine of Swords is giving you the information you need that comes from your experience in not getting what you wanted when you approached it in your customary way. This is saying there are other ways to talk, negotiate, understand what's important to those with whom you are working so that you can cumulatively gain momentum through your shared purposes in towards this achievement. I hope that makes sense. So the Nine of Wands here in your 10th house is clarified by the Lovers. This card is reflecting in many ways upon the energy of Venus, Libra, making a choice, working with others, understanding how that comes from the self. And the Lovers is really underlying that as the premier spiritual lesson that this new moon is bringing forward for you. This is about making choices about relationships and opportunities that reflect who you are now, not for instant gratification or for mere pleasure, but for the long term, what your long term values are, what long term gain you can build with someone else who is similarly aligned to you. So, this card is about choosing you in any situation, meaning that you have uh, honestly identified what it is you want and that you have the courage to communicate that clearly and then have the maturity to negotiate it with others. I'm going to finish off this reading with a crystal love, chakra love oracle. And I have pulled calmness. And this is regarding your crown chakra, vibrating sort of to the color of my sweater. To calm your monkey mind, do not feed the animal. And this, in many ways, is describing for me the idea that you can default to your much more powerful intuition as a way of pulling yourself back into your body, into your present time, not ruminating on the opportunities, the options, the information, and the opinions of others, or the vast knowledge you gain, which offers you so many options that you can be confused and overwhelmed. But the ability to uh, move through your intuition allows you to be here now and to capitalize off the amazing gifts, the amazing power and empowerment that you are utilizing. So thank you, Aries, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.